So, I mean, we're in town for the International Pool and Spa Expo this week. Lots going on this week. We had the award show last night. We have the $1 Million Pool Challenge coming up, where a co-sponsor of that's going to be a great competition where guys are going to be putting out great new designs. There's a project that it's all based around, so we're looking forward to that. But there's tons of different products and innovations, and that's really what draws people out to the International Pool Spa Expo. And it's really exciting to see you in the house today. I mean, you're one of the top designers in the country, so I'm curious. I mean, what brings you out here to this event of all places?
A lot of it at this point is relationships.
Right.
It's really one of our core values of our company is relationships, and our success is not just the fact that we're good designers. It's that we have a lot of great relationships that help promote us. So we come out here to actually get some of these manufacturers. We give them our purchasing loyalty,
right,
and in return we're asking for their support in promoting our brand. I'm sure you've seen a lot of the booths will have our work on display.
Oh, for sure.
And so that's huge for us from a marketing standpoint. That's the other part about our brand. We like building a brand. We like to be very visible. And so we come out here primarily for the relationship side. But then, of course, we're finding new products. We're finding new relationships. We're finally getting to the point where we want to start offering financing. So we want to meet with some of the finance companies out here.
That's right.
And then we bring our team. It's really good for our team to come out here and see some of our accomplishments with that work we're talking about being on display. The award ceremony last night. We're going to dinner with Master Pool Guilds tonight.
Oh, terrific.
So our team gets a really good, I think, energy. And then we see a momentum when we come back from the show and get back to work and go back to the grind.
Is there anything in particular that you're really excited to come see, or any new products that you're dying to check out?
Like I said, oddly enough, the financing component
that's what we're doing.
Is interesting to us because as we're growing, we're starting to see some of the projects require it. Where we've been fortunate, I think over the past 10 years, we've been in the super high end, and most of those clients don't need financing. Now that we're expanding, we've grown a larger overhead. Some of the mid-sized projects, the financing is becoming a thing, and it's saved a couple deals recently because no one comes to us expecting to spend as much money as they do.
Sure.
Right? So their budget expectation is here, but their design expectation is here based on seeing our portfolio. So now we've got to figure out, how do we get the client that wanted to spend X to spend double, triple, quadruple that amount?
Sure.
And super high net worth individuals, we can do that. But some of the mid-sized projects, the financing has helped bridge that.
How do you get them that champagne budget to match those tastes?
Exactly.
Right.
The second thing is we have an excellent quality control manager who's here, and he's a MacGyver. He has really helped us innovate our LED lighting, our hydraulic systems, all the technical stuff that we do. So he's really excited because he's going to do what I could do, because I'm not a technical guy. I'm a sales and marketing guy. So we brought a technical wizard now who he's excited to go around and see all the new widgets, which is great because we need that as well, right? We need these projects to function as well as they appear aesthetically. And so we're excited that we've reached a point where the two of us can be brand ambassadors. And now we've got a team that can go out on this floor and do all the nitty-gritty technical stuff.
There's so much to see here. I mean, we got like 1,000 different vendors in the building right now, thousands of products on display. So I'm sure that you're going to find something that gives this trip a little bit of extra oomph for you, something you can come home with and maybe apply out in the field. I see every year you're putting out new projects, and I see these components that I've never seen before out in the wild, and always something new coming out of your design studio. So I'm really excited to talk to you today about one of the recent press releases that we published was a new division that you're adding to Ryan Hughes Design Build, and that's Solana Outdoor Living. And I was hoping maybe you could talk with us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so that I think is always been something in our vision. We love products. We love the outdoor living industry. And we've always had a goal to innovate the industry and to elevate the industry. And a lot of people, Brian Van Bauer, Skip Phillips, we've watched those guys and been inspired by them elevating the pool industry. We really wanted to bring the outdoor living industry and elevate that with landscape architecture, with outdoor furniture. And we've had some great success doing that with our projects. And with that success came a high demand for our product and services. However, our business model is built on super high end. So a lot of the calls that come into our office, we have to turn them down because they have a $250,000 budget, even a $500,000 budget, and we're not able to service them with the business model that we've created. So what we've done with Solana, it's a product business. It's a showroom model. So it's a live showroom experience. It's a 12,000 square foot building where people can come in and they see vignettes of all the outdoor spaces that we create, and that Ryan Hughes Design 5 is very much present. So what they can do is they can go use, XYZ pool contractor, you get a $80,000 pool, $100,000 pool, come to Solana and meet with one of our designers who then accessorizes and outfits the space with all those colors, textures, features that Ryan Hughes has become synonymous with. Live walls, artwork, outdoor kitchens, and then of course all the furniture and everything. So it's our way of not having to turn down that certain price point, and then to keep growing our outdoor living empire, as we like to call it, and really innovate. And so now we're really trying to change the way outdoor furniture is created and executed in the industry.
So with Solana, you're kind of offering these products and amenities in a kind of boutique environment, more or less. All right, is this design and inspiration hub? What kind of products are you actually recommending to your clients?
Well, it all starts with what the client's looking for. Are they coming in to furnish or outfit the whole entire outdoor space? Or are they looking for just one area? Are they looking for lighting? Are they looking for sound? Because we offer all of it. So it just depends. It depends on what they're looking for, and I kind of go into an interview process with them, and then I try to match what they're looking for to what we can offer them. So it could be anything from furniture to artwork, outdoor lighting, grill and accessories, planters, huge planters, small planters, pillows, anything to accessorize and outfit the outdoor space.
So they could just come in and you run through the gamut of selections with them?
Yes.
That's terrific.
Yes, and the showroom's set up in an interesting way that depending on what they're looking for, I can kind of guide them into that direction, and then I can show them everything that's offered in that area. So there's like dining areas and living areas, and then I like to mix and match across the different manufacturers that we have.
Well, this one's not on the list, but I mean, it's a quick question for both of you. I mean, what do you do with a client that doesn't know what their style is, that doesn't know what they want, that doesn't know anything about materials or selections like that? They're a blank slate.
The way that I handle that is I walk them through the showroom and I see what they're moving towards, because they're going to move towards something. There's so much to offer, and it's put together so nicely that you're going to see them kind of go in a certain direction. And then depending on the different service that they're hiring us to do, if, for instance, I had a client last week. Husband and wife came in, they trust our design, they weren't sure exactly what they wanted. They had 3 rooms downstairs that they wanted to outfit that opened up to their pool area. So I walked them through. The husband showed me a couple pieces, the wife showed me a couple different pieces, and then I said, okay, let's make an appointment. So I went to their house the following week, I walked through there, and then I saw exactly what the architecture of their home is and what the existing colors of the tiles and everything were. In the outdoor space, I was able to bring everything together. So that's how I handled that, and they told me that I had hit it out of the park. So just knowing your client and not pushing them and understanding, what they're looking for, and what they're drawn towards in the showroom helps me understand what they're going to need.
Awesome. Thanks, Sozan. Okay. So you mentioned wanting to bring that Ryan Hughes design look and feel into some of your other customers' homes. Maybe some of the customers that necessarily couldn't afford the Ryan Hughes design build firm to build their outdoor living environment, but you want to reach a different segment of potentially customers that would want that look and feel in their backyard, but don't necessarily have the budget. Where does Solana fit into your overarching strategy as far as Ryan Hughes design build is concerned?
Well, it certainly enhances Ryan Hughes Design projects because it has always been the arm of the company led by Sozan that would come in at the end and accessorize and furnish the space. So it's the cherry on top at the completion of the project. So Solana, for 15 years, has been doing that under the Ryan Hughes brand for our projects. Now we've given it a brand of its own, and the target is much different. It is, bigger demographic on the retail side, but it's also, we're selling to interior designers, we're hitting the hospitality industry, we're even selling to other pool builders. So if you're a pool builder anywhere, I mean, it's Florida right now, but it could be anywhere in the country, we can help you furnish your project. So if you're building a project and you've already got the audience of this client and the trust and the relationship, why not take it all the way through? Because to us, this is one of the most lucrative parts of the project.
Sure.
Is the furniture, and it's the easiest to execute. So we're even creating Solana as a distribution network, and a lot of our manufacturers are giving us complete exclusivity for Central Florida, to where we can not only sell to the residential side, but we can sell to the commercial side.
So you have intentions on bringing this brand nationally, is that right?
Absolutely. So, our vision has always been to go big, but with design build, it's a very risky proposition, the type of projects that we're building, and you run into all different building codes when you get outside of Florida. And I would say 10 years ago, we might have had a vision to expand Ryan Hughes Design nationally, and we've come to realize that it's really not that type of a brand. It's a boutique brand, and it's really a Central Florida brand. So what Solana is doing now, it's letting us take that Ryan Hughes look and feel and expand it, because it can go nationally, internationally very easily. Very easily.
Well, what's your guys' process for curating the products and brands that you represent with Solana?
So that goes back to one of your questions about why are we here, right? We're here to build relationships. We're here to find new products. And the pool show is a great venue for that. But our whole business was based on us traveling, curating all those projects. I'm glad you used that word, because if you read Solana's brand positioning, it says curated by Ryan Hughes Design. And that was Sozan and I traveling to, boutique design New York shows, to dwell on design shows, Salon de Mobile in Milan, Italy. We travel the world looking for the coolest products, and then we curate them. Now curating them is not just finding what looks good, it's also finding what works in each particular client or climate. Florida especially, right? We have a lot of rain, we have hurricanes, we've got mold and mildew, so we're curating things that the client can rest assured work in a certain climate.
So when we talk about the process that you work with your clients, like you're guiding them on the path, and specifically when we talk about like those clients that are a blank slate, that concierge style service, talk to me about that process a bit.
Sure. So when a client comes in and they want me to outfit their whole entire outdoor space, we bring them in, interview them. I lead them through the showroom and see where they're moving towards, what colors they're going to, if they want loud, vibrant colors, or they're looking for something more tranquil. Are they looking for more masculine pieces or more feminine pieces? I kind of guide them through to see where they're going. Then after that, I'll schedule an appointment. I will go to their home. I'll walk through their space, take some measurements, interview them a little bit more on what my thoughts were from their meeting at our showroom. And then I go back to my design studio, and then we start drawing it out and figuring out what works best. After that, we present them all the pieces that we've checked out and we've designed for each individual space. And if they like that, we bring all the samples together. We have the fabrics, the frames, the pillows. We've put a whole collection, like a mood board, out on the table. They can feel it, touch it, make sure everything works well together. Then I present them a proposal. They sign it, we order it, and then we start bringing it in. And then we don't deliver everything until everything's in. Once everything comes in, and then we do a big reveal. And with Ryan Hughes Design, we usually send them to dinner. We haven't done that yet with the Solana client, but we'll do a big reveal. My team will come out, we'll unbox it, we'll prop it, pillows, curtains, everything, lanterns, everything set up beautifully. Then we bring the client out. And the best part of that is not only is it set up like a showroom in their own home, all the trash, everything's taken out. They don't have to worry about anything.
I love that mobile showroom kind of idea. I mean,
Yes.
The evolution of outdoor living it's funny how things come full circle, because you have the internet now, and Pinterest and Instagram, and House plays into that somehow.
Absolutely.
But it still comes back to that traditional, like, demonstrating the product in the home, and I feel like that has a lot of value for the customer. Maybe can you talk to me a little bit more about that evolution and that side of the business, and how you see that playing into Ryan Hughes Design Build?
Well, again, the Solana, just like Ryan Hughes Design centers around the swimming pool, Solana centers around outdoor furniture, right? That's the epicenter, and then we expand the services from there. And historically, outdoor furniture was done one of two ways. You went to a retail store, which sold nothing but furniture, or you went to maybe your interior designer, and your interior designer, who really didn't understand outdoor spaces, would design your space. But it definitely wasn't, the pool builders or the landscapers, was not done that way. So with Ryan Hughes Design, what we wanted to do was take the pool, but then add on all these other services, the kitchens, the landscape, the lighting, the fire features, and create this holistic approach. So that's what we're doing with Solana, building on the furniture. How do we create an accessory model that's holistic? And that's where artwork comes in, lanterns, umbrellas, the outdoor kitchens. We are doing things like live walls and artificial turf. It's, Solana, very clear, it's not a contracting company. So we draw the line. If it requires a permit, Solana doesn't do it. If it's a product, then Solana does it, including installing that product. So if it's a live wall, turf, things like that. Umbrellas.
Right.
So it's revolutionizing how people purchase their outdoor furniture and accessorize their space based on the showroom model, but also then the curating of all those different products under one umbrella and one professional design team that can execute.
So you've been featured on the cover of Pool Magazine before. We've covered your work extensively. I'm really excited because I heard a rumor that you guys are in the midst of working on a multi-million-dollar project that's going to be happening early next year. And I was hoping, maybe without talking too much about what's going on, maybe you can give us a little sneak preview or talk a little bit of details about what you're working on.
Yeah, it follows the mission of most of our projects, where we're creating this venue space. A lot of our projects are built for fundraising events for politicians, or weddings occurred there, or sometimes it's just big family events. But whatever it is, normally Ryan Hughes Design is building a venue. And so this is just the next level from anything we've done. I hate to use the word water park because it's too simple, but it is something where 1,000 people could be in this backyard. There's a main house that's, I think, about 25,000 square feet, and that sits on a hill. And at the main house, we've got koi ponds and front reflecting pools. We have a large 150-foot vanishing edge at the top of the main house. And then there's a 55-foot drop down a hill.
Wow.
And so now everything, it's a French chateau style house, so everything at the top is very formal. But then when you get to the bottom of the vanishing edge pool, there's two 180-foot water slides that crisscross down that 50-foot hill into a 380-foot lazy river.
Wow.
And once you get to the lazy river, now it's game on. Now we have splash pads, the sunken fire pits. We have a 2,000 square foot pool house with pool tables and gaming in there. We have, on the island, we have, mini golf course. This project, it's almost two projects in one, because you have this upper pool that's very, very traditional. It does have an acrylic window, all glass tile pool, and then we've got the water slides that go into the 380-foot lazy river. We're using river flow to power that, because this is the expectation of this client, is that this space functions just as good as any theme park he could take his family to, because that's what he wants. He wants a venue for his family, his legacy, and so they want it to function right. So we're bringing in the best of the best to help us. So we've got Aquaworks manufacturing the slide. We have River Flow. We have Mosaic Assist. That's like all of our projects. Every inch of this thing is glass tile. The upper pool.
Who's doing the acrylic?
What's that?
Hammerhead?
It's aquatic glazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So aquatic glazing for the acrylic window, Jandy for all of our equipment, PAL lighting. It's our same team that we've executed all these projects with. And that's huge for us, right? It is a team approach. There's a lot of people that say, oh, Ryan Hughes doesn't collaborate much. And that's not true, because we're design build, so we don't really collaborate with other designers. We do everything under one roof, but we are collaborating with all of these partners to build the project as far as the experts, mosaicists, aquatic glazing, J&D.
I consider it a family because we, on our $500,000 projects or $1 million projects, it's the same team. It's the same network in the industry that we work very well with, that work well with us, and that there's ever an issue, they're there right away, and we're always promoting them as well. So I consider it to be a very tight-knit family.
Yeah, and the passions aligned, right? The goals are aligned. Ray wants to be, we all want to make the cover of that magazine. So all of these team members, we come together to create these masterpieces, and that's exactly what this is going to be. It's a master. It's going to take anything we've done in the past to another level that I don't think anybody's seen before. So super excited. So we're
definitely keep us in the loop about that project for sure.
Yeah.
So we discussed before, how I see these project elements out in the wild, and there's always something new that I see that you did it first. All right, and then I see it 6 months down the road, and it starts making its way to California. It starts making its way here to Texas. It starts making its way to New York. I mean, I see it first down in Florida. Ryan Hughes did it first. So it's incredible to me, all right, how many builders and designers draw inspiration from your body of work. All right. I mean, how does it feel to know that you're like such a big trendsetter, and that the things that you do today you're going to see that out in the wild in the next 5 years?
I'd say it feels amazing, because that's part of our mission, is to innovate and to do new things. But I'm also a humble guy. That not everybody probably would feel that way, but I'm even a shy guy, and I don't like taking credit for it. I ask myself, are we the ones that created the floating seppi pads with the LED light channel? I think so. I mean, I worked with Powell to create that detail. I've shared that detail with many a contractor. So I think but I wouldn't have the arrogance to walk around saying, oh,
it's all right, I'll say it for you.
I created that. But it is, no, I think there's the floating fire pit in the pool. There's, what else were we talking about last night that
Forever in the beginning, Ryan, we would be made fun of or teased that
fireballs.
Every job had a fireball. So Ryan Hughes and his fireballs, Ryan Hughes and his fireballs.
Now it's the rain curtain.
Yeah, the rain curtain, the
yeah.
LED lights everywhere, color changing. If you see a picture in photography in any magazine, you know it's a Ryan Hughes design. Now you're seeing a lot of the other builders putting in all these great LED color changing features.
And listen, like any great designer, any great architect, you're only as good as what you've experienced. And so I can't take credit that we invented anything. I just drew the inspiration from others, and maybe was the first one to bring into our industry, or first one to do it on a large level. So that's maybe where the humility comes in, is I don't want to say I invented anything from scratch. It's always based on influences from other people.
Oh, that's great, Ryan. All right, we're going to talk about trends now. Okay.
Cool.
All right. So you've got your finger on the pulse of what's hot and trending, all right? And we just touched on that. I mean, you touch it first, 6 months, a year down the road, we're going to see it in the rest of the industry. So, I mean, what excites you right now? I mean, what kind of trends can we expect moving into 2025?
There's, I think the biggest trend is the amount people are investing in their outdoor space. And you can look at it as a percentage of what they're investing in the home itself. I think when we first got into this industry, it was less than 10% of the house value went to outdoor living. Now we've got projects where it's 50-50. And that's awesome, because I think that the outdoor living space has more of a lifestyle impact on your family and friends than the inside of your home. So I think that the bigger trend is that it is going outdoor living, right? I mean, everybody's, they're even rebranding their companies as an outdoor living company, not a pool company. So I love that trend, and I think that's the overall trend. Now within that trend, yeah, I mean, there's the features, there's the things that I think add to that experience. Lighting has continued to innovate, whether it's underwater lighting, landscape lighting, things like that. I think water features, water walls, rain curtains, things like that are a different level. Mosaic tiled pools, I think, are one of the biggest trends. They've always been there. They've been there for thousands of years. The Romans did it, but it wasn't something mainstream. One, it's a high price point, but it just wasn't. I don't think there was a brand out there to make it mainstream. We've tried to do that because we believe in it big time. We think that it's the most durable interior finish. It's the most comfortable interior finish, and yes, it contributes to the wow factor. So I hope that we're making it more mainstream because we do. I would say 60% of our projects would be all glass tile interiors.
I gotta agree with you there. I mean, I'm seeing more of the high-end luxury projects, all glass tile pools now, and it's incredible how that product has grown from something that lived for years just above the waterline.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to keep you guys too long. There's so much to see at the show. I really appreciate you guys stopping in and let me pick your brain about new projects and discuss Solana. Great reconnecting with you today. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and follow. And we're going to catch you next time on another episode of Pool Magazine Podcast.